So great to have you with us here on a Wednesday morning. I'm Dave Zavolinsky.
I'm Cerise Cole, along with Jordan Shefty, meteorologist Rusty Lord. It's been kind of gloomy, and today it's going to have that feel again.
Yeah,
we're all in gray too. Doesn't really help.
It doesn't
You
help.
try the channel.
I tried to, bring a little sunshine.
There's some flurries even out there too. Before 9 o'clock, could have a few of those moving through. Afterwards, though, it's cloudy, it's cold, temperatures in the 30s, strong west-northwest wind will make it feel like the 20s, so we'll have that to deal with all day.
A little bit of gray note in the traffic department, too. We do have our first accident of the morning that I'm keeping track of. It's along 14th and Douglas. I'm zoomed in on our map right here to that area. It shouldn't cause too many traffic problems, but just keep in mind if you are heading to the downtown area, that might slow you down a little bit. Also, a traffic light right near 144th and Larimore. Now, that's just south of Fort Street. They're twisted in that area. They are working, but are a bit difficult to see. Dave and Cerise?
Jordan, thank you. 6:31 right now. We are following new developments out of Council Bluffs this morning and that investigation of an officer-involved shooting from back in October.
Now, Pottawatomie County Attorney Matt Wilbur says surveillance video backed up Officer Ben Lake's statement that he was in fear for himself and the safety of bystanders when he opened fire on a suspect. That man, Adam Thomas drove at Officer Lake in his vehicle after being arrested, then escaping from a squad car. Thomas was eventually picked up in Omaha. Well, tomorrow morning, the Omaha Public Power District Board will discuss potential changes to how they bill customers. It could affect how much you pay, and a lot of customers aren't happy.
Protesters rallied outside the OPPD building ahead of yesterday's board meeting. They say the proposed changes will disproportionately impact low-income and fixed-income customers. Here's a breakdown of what's being proposed. Now, over the next 4 years, energy rates will actually be slightly decreased, but fixed service charges, which every customer pays, will go up from roughly $10 to $30.
Well, that means regardless of how much energy customers use, everyone will pay the same increased charge. OPPD says these changes need to happen because the current billing process doesn't cover all operating costs, but opponents say that would punish people who conserve energy.
The board will decide on those potential changes, at their regularly scheduled meeting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Well, later this morning, a man with a very long history in the criminal justice system will once again be in a courtroom. Terry Barfield, the former head of a notorious Omaha gang, was released from prison earlier this year despite previous convictions in 2 separate murder cases. He was rearrested last month, accused of trying to buy a gun off the street from an undercover agent. This will be his preliminary hearing on those weapons charges.
An update this morning from Saunders County. The driver killed in a crash involving a church van has been identified. Authorities say 88-year-old Walter Anderson died Monday night. His passenger, Peggy Shapnick, remains in critical condition in Lincoln. 11 others were injured in the crash, 10 who were inside the van heading to St. Paul, Minnesota, and a firefighter who was directing traffic. All are expected to be okay.
Well, it was a very special night at Hope Skate yesterday as kids got a chance to do a bit of Christmas shopping for their loved ones.
That's right. Lots of excitement as children made their way through gifts provided by the Hope Center. Kyrie Richardson told us the gift is just a small way he's showing his mom he appreciates her.
I'm excited to surprise my mom because I think she'll really like it, and she also surprises me sometimes.
Now, you can still help the Hope Center make events like this happen. Specifically, they tell us they are accepting $20 gift cards to Walmart or Target. 6:34 right now.
And with time winding down before Christmas, local charities are still in need of some donations.
And tomorrow, Northwestern Mutual Insurance is putting on the Last Chance Toy Drive benefiting the Open Door mission. All you have to do is stop by the Northwestern Mutual parking lot at 93rd and Underwood tomorrow between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Yes, they are collecting new unwrapped toys to give to kids in need. You can either make a quick stop or you can stay for a free cup of coffee or cocoa provided by Dundee Double Shot Coffee House.
All right, and you didn't hear it from us, but Santa Claus is supposed to be there himself at the toy drive from 3 until 5, so bring the kiddos out.
2 reasons to give. You can see Santa and you can give some to kids who need it.
Yes.
And you can get some hot chocolate or coffee.
Yes, this is a hot chocolate morning. Rusty, I imagine tomorrow will be too.
Yeah, I'm glad Santa's going to be there. I haven't given him my list yet, so I started working on tweaking some things. So what we have going on weather-wise right now is a few flurries, some snow showers to our north, but these really aren't doing too much, not really dropping visibility. Just kind of floating through between now and 9 o'clock. 35 in Omaha, 31 in Fremont. You'll notice 20s off to the west, and that's the colder air that's sliding in, so numbers will keep falling. Look at this wind out of the west, northwest, anywhere from 15 to 30 miles per hour. That's steady pretty much all day long, and that means wind chills will be in the teens and 20s most of the day. So the air's going to have a bite to it. It's going to feel an awful lot like December, so get used to this. Temperatures in the 30s all day, clouds around. Remember, the flurries are out of here before 9 a.m. We'll go to 33 on Thursday, 34 on Friday, and temperatures are in the 40s by the weekend. So back up warmer than average once again. Cerise?
All right, Rusty, thank you. Well, the cold weather isn't offering any relief for people suffering from sinus infections. Dr. Robert Beer has seen a number of patients struggling with sinusitis this week. It can be triggered by a virus or allergies. The symptoms are similar to allergies: headache, facial pain, a runny nose, and nasal congestion. The difference is with sinusitis, there's also a fever. Dr. Beer recommends rest, fluids, Tylenol, and ibuprofen, along with Mucinex to loosen thick mucus, and Sudafed to open swollen nasal passages. You can also take antihistamines if you have allergies. Dr. Beer does not suggest antibiotics unless symptoms have been present for at least 10 days. Dr. Mel Roca tells me some of his patients are complaining about itchy, dry, flaky skin, but it's the itching that's bothering them the most. Toddlers and seniors are most affected by this. If you're already using lotion, it may be time to break out the cream. Dr. Roca recommends hypoallergenic, non-fragrant creams. You should apply it twice a day, especially after bathing. He also recommends adding a humidifier in your bedrooms to keep the air moist and temper the skin. If you have a rash that has lasted for more than 3 days and the moisturizing is not improving, your skin is red, inflamed, looks like hives, has drainage, or is just painful to the touch, see your doctor immediately. They may prescribe antibiotics or steroids. 6:37 right now. Now for something that is guaranteed to put you in a good mood this morning. Here's Dave with a few special guests.
Yeah, thanks, Cerise. We do have some special guests in our studio this morning. We are joined by James Johnson, the president and CEO of the Omaha Symphony, and a few members of the Omaha Symphony behind us. I'm going to call this a busy time of year for you guys. Would I be correct in saying that?
Definitely. We
Okay.
are closing out our Christmas celebration this weekend with 6 performances at the Holland Center.
And then later today, here you're going to have some members down at the Conagra Ice Skating Rink, correct?
Absolutely. Bring some donations down to the food donations down to the Conagra Ice Skating Rink, and we'll be there to carol.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your Christmas special.
Well, it's a singing and dancing treat for the whole family, and this is it's your Omaha Symphony joined by a cast of Broadway singers and dancers and members of our professional chorus residents who are performing in the show. Every year it's a little different. This year we have a tribute to Downton Abbey, where we imagine what the cast of Downton Abbey might do if they sang and danced. There's also a visit to the North Pole with Santa, reindeer, elves, all of our
Dancing
friends.
Santas?
Dancing Santas, they're there every year, absolutely.
How much hard work goes into this performance?
It's all year. We start in January planning for this year's performance, and it's an amazing production with a cast of hundreds actually on stage.
Sounds like an amazing production. Do you have a favorite part?
My favorite part, well, the Dancing Santas are pretty special.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, this year we have a dog and a boy from Omaha in the production, and the North Pole scene is truly memorable.
All right, you and I are going to step out of the way because we're going to turn it over now to Jen, Joe, Cody, and Tara, as they're going to perform a little piece here from the show. Take it away, guys.
Wassail, wassail all over the town. Our toast it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. So here is to Cherry and to his right cheek. Pray God send our master a good piece of beef, and a good piece of beef that may we all see. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. Come butler, come fill us a bowl of the best, then we hope that your soul in heaven may rest. But if you do draw us a bowl of the small, then down shall go butler, bowl and all. Wassail, wassail all over the town. Our toast it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee.
All right, our thanks to Jen, Joe, Cody, and Tara from the Omaha Symphony. You can catch their Christmas celebration through the 20th. Tickets available at ticketomaha.com. You're watching WOWT 6 News Live at Daybreak. We'll be right back right after this.
Sink clogged?
No problem. We got you covered.
Thermal Services is on the way.
Thermal Services, heating, air, and plumbing.
Oh, Mike.
Hey.
It's quite the snowman you got there.
Yeah, it was quite the sale. I saved hundreds. You?
Yeah, I saved thousands. And mine lights up, too. Very handsome. Stop.
This holiday season, save on something you really want with great year-end offers during the GMC holiday event.
Now get $10,300 below MSRP on a specially equipped 2015 Sierra SLT Crew Cab model in stock. Visit Plaza and Sid Dillon today.
Sorry. Better luck next year. You broke my heart in two. But I know, baby.
It's worth the wait. Buy a McRib Extra Value Meal and get a delicious McRib sandwich for just $1. Made even better with the one-of-a-kind taste of a Dr. Pepper.
Experience luxury, style, and value at Mercedes-Benz of Omaha. View our incredible selection of new and pre-owned Mercedes in our beautiful facility. Drive the all-new 2016 GLC 300 4MATIC SUV, now in stock. New 2015 GLA 250 4MATIC, just $349 a month. With the ultimate commitment to service and customer care. Mercedes-Benz of Omaha on 144th Street, south of Industrial Road, or at omahamercedes.com.
When she was a toddler, she had a hard time sleeping. 13 years later, now it's me. Most nights, I don't know where she is or what she's doing. I lie awake waiting for the phone to ring. Things were so much easier with her back then. Now I don't know what to do. I need help.
Raising kids is hard. It's okay to ask for advice. Call 888-866-8660 to speak to a trained counselor. Any problem, anytime.
This is the sale you've been waiting for. The Superior Total Year-End Sale at Superior Honda of Omaha. Less than 100 new 2015s, hundreds of new 2016s, more than 250 pre-owned, all at year-end savings. Drive home in a loaded new 2015 Civic, only $189 a month. Loaded new 2015 CR-V 4x4s, only $239 a month. Both with zero down, just sign and drive. It's all part of the Happy Honda Day sales event at Superior Honda of Omaha, 4111 South 144th Street. Open 24/7 at HondaofOmaha.com.
Heat out?
No problem. We've got you covered.
Thermal Services is on the way.
Thermal Services, heating, air, and plumbing.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:43. Taking a look at your roadway so you can plan your commute this morning. Our major interstate system still looking just fine. I-80-680 split, no major troubles right through here. We'll pull up our camera. We can see that traffic increasing. The wind blowing that camera around a little bit, so expect that as you head out. Also, a couple of problem areas to avoid. 1110 KFAB's Lucy Chapman joining us live for a look at those. Hey there, Lucy.
Good morning, Jordan. I don't know if the wind had anything to do with those traffic signals on 144th and Larimore, but they're working. You just can't see them. They've been twisted around there, and police have asked for some more traffic control through there. Again, it's 144th and Larimore, just south of Fort. And you're also going to see some delays in the downtown area. 14th and Douglas, an accident in the clearing stages. For WOWT 6 News viewers, I'm Lucy Chapman with 1110 KFAB Time Saver Traffic.
6:44 right now. We are following some breaking news out of Arizona this morning. 2 people are dead after a medical helicopter crashed right outside of Phoenix.
There were 3 people on board when the crash happened. The pilot, a paramedic, and a nurse. So far, officials have not said which person survived. Well, today the White House will announce changes to the terror alert system. Many people called for a new system in the wake of the San Bernardino attacks.
Yeah, Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson said a new alert system has been in the works for some time now and will better inform the public about threats here to the United States.
Later today, an announcement is expected that could impact our nation's economy.
In an historic meeting, the Federal Open Market Committee is going to decide whether to raise a key interest rate for the first time in 9 years. Now, the announcement will be made this afternoon, and most economic experts believe it's already a done deal.
Immediately after the announcement, Fed Chair Janet Yellen will hold a news conference. 6:45 right now, and Jimmy Fallon has done it again, this time inviting the cast of Star Wars: The Force Awakens to join in a medley with him and the Roots, of course.
It's an a cappella installment almost promised to go viral. Take a listen.
Wow, they sound good.
I think John Williams would be okay with that arrangement. Yes?
A little less work on his part.
God.
Yeah, wow. Well, in a galaxy not so far away, Star Wars fans now have spoilers to watch out for.
Hollywood did pretty well keeping their mouth shut, though, after Monday night's world premiere. But today the reviews are out, and inevitably, somebody's going to spoil something, most likely.
I know. For those diehard fans completely committed to staying in the dark until tomorrow night's release, Google Chrome has released an extension to block spoilers. It's called Force Block.
Well, that makes sense.
Pretty appropriate. That's a good idea.
I haven't heard specifics, but I have heard very good things. One person said they didn't know whether to burst into tears or applause. That's a good sign.
It is.
I was going to say good versus bad is probably whether or not they earn 1.5 billion versus maybe 2.5 billion off of this.
I think they're going to go even higher than that. We'll see.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, you guys, okay. No,
You're good.
You go.
I'll go talk about weather right now. Gotta love awkward pauses, right? What we have going on, a few snow showers up to our north right now. Just a little bit of light flurry activity that's going to be floating through. I don't think it's going to be too much of a headache to worry about, and a lot of it barely even showing up on radar right now. Temperatures are going to be the bigger story. 35 in Omaha, it's 31 in Fremont, 20s not too far west, and a west-northwest wind for the most part. 15 to 30 miles per hour. It's brisk out there, and we'll be talking about wind chill all day. That's dragging in colder air, and it makes that air feel colder as that happens. 23 is what it feels like in Omaha. It feels like 13 right now in Columbus and 12 in York. So feels like temperatures, teens and 20s. We take you through the hour-by-hour forecast. There's what's left of those flurries. By 9 o'clock, nothing much left. Temperatures near 30 degrees. We'll stay in the 30s through noon, 33, 34 degrees, and I think that's probably all the warmer we're going to be today. This model a little bit overzealous on, I think it may get a little bit of sunshine. For the most part, it's clouds today, steady temperatures in the 30s, and then that strong enough wind that makes it feel like it's in the 20s. So we'll have that all the way through about 7 o'clock. Clouds will start to decrease after the sun sets, and then a little more normal December weather the next 3 days. 33 on Thursday, 34 on Friday. So remember, cold going in and out of the NCAA volleyball tournament down at the Link tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday a little bit better with temperatures in the 40s. We'll keep it in the 40s as we head into Christmas week next week. And you look a little further out, unfortunately, I think our shout out to White Christmas not really in the cards. But you can keep up to date on the forecast. We'll keep you posted here on our WWT 6 News app.
6:48 right now. We have some continuing coverage this morning following that violent shooting from last week that left a mother and daughter dead and 3 others wounded.
Now, friends of Dastasia Strawn taught us she had just ended a violent relationship with Dontavis Lloyd when she called her friends telling them she was scared. Powers says Dastasia did everything right, from calling police to having friends come over. Now she hopes this crime will bring change.
Our state legislator can start to see that laws need to be in more favor for domestic violence victims rather than perpetrators, and allow them to have the safety that they need so that there aren't more homicides or more injuries happening to people in Omaha.
Now, the WCA always recommends that you call police immediately if you ever feel like you're in danger. And if they cannot help, call their 24-hour hotline. The number is 402-345-7273. They can connect victims to vital resources. Well, the Salvation Army is issuing an important call to help homeless people stay warm for the winter.
A few weeks ago, we showed you the very first night of the Salvation Army's Winter Night Watch program. Well, every weeknight, volunteers drive to different parts of the city to make sure homeless people have warm clothes to wear.
Now the Salvation Army tells us they are in dire need of donations of men's coats, all sizes. If you have a coat that you don't wear anymore, you can drop it off at the Salvation Army's Disaster Services Building. That's near 108th and Burt.
6:49 right now, and 'tis the season for holiday spam. That's why experts are sounding off the alarm, sending out a reminder to make sure you're very cautious with your clicks.
Yes, this is what you need to know. The email claims to be from a company like UPS or FedEx and comes with an attachment. Experts tell us that's the tip-off. Usually information you need will be in the body of the email.
We see it through the holidays because the bad guys are tracking our behavior. They know we're traveling, they know we're expecting packages, so they're taking advantage of us.
Now, experts say the best thing to do is be a little suspicious. A second line of defense for PC users installing an antivirus.
GOP candidates left it all on the debate floor last night in Vegas as national security and terrorism topped those discussions.
Now, probably the third hottest topic, Donald Trump's tactics. Regardless of that, social media and the overnight polls are calling him the winner.
Surprise. All right, Ted Cruz came in number 2 on social media after clashing with Marco Rubio.
Does Ted Cruz rule out ever legalizing people that are in this country illegally now?
He's the weakest of all the candidates on immigration. He is the one for an open border that is leaving us defenseless.
If your eyes are glazing over like mine, this is what it's like to be on the floor of the United States Senate.
Well, politics are going to take a brief break right now, hopefully for the holidays. The next GOP debate is set for January 14th in Charleston, South Carolina. That is just a couple of weeks before those Iowa caucuses.
Well, happening overnight, Omaha police are searching for 8 suspects involved in a robbery inside a hotel room. It all happened at the La Quinta Inn near 104th and Bedford. Police say yesterday 2 men staying here got into a disagreement with some people over missing wallets. Well, then around 12:15 this morning, a group of 8 people showed up at the men's room, ransacked the place, and took off with 2 cell phones and some cash. At least one of the suspects had a gun. Thankfully, no one was hurt during the crime.
Also new this morning, a woman may be facing charges of drinking and driving after causing quite a disturbance in a northeast Omaha neighborhood.
Around 2:45 this morning, police were called to Sorensen Parkway and Fontanelle Boulevard following reports of a car rolling backwards in the street, then it crashing into a tow truck. The driver then got out of the driver's seat and climbed in the back seat, pretending to be a passenger. She was arrested on suspicion of DUI. No one was hurt in this crash.
6:52 right now, and Christmas is only a week and a half away, and that means you might be seeing your in-laws very soon. And if you're like 50% of Americans, you probably think your in-laws regularly overstay their welcome and add to your stress. Note here, I'm not one of those.
All right, well, Jenna James joins us with how to get those in-laws out the house to see some great Omaha attractions. Win-win for everybody, Jenna.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not even facing the in-laws yet, but these survey respondents have me worried about it. 29% of people in this Home Away Inc. survey said that they just can't stand their in-laws for more than a few days. 22% said they can't stand them for more than 24 hours. So if you want to get them out of the house, have some time to yourself, it's a good thing there's so many great Omaha attractions like the zoo, the Durham, Lauritsen Gardens. But if you want something a little different to do this holiday season, consider some of these different things. For instance, you can do a few different diner or dinner theaters. There's one called Murder Under the Mistletoe at the DC Center. Let's just say something's afoot at the North Pole and the audience has to figure out who committed the crime. Now there's also Dork the Halls going on at the Apollon. It's a holiday performance that takes on nerdy and geeky cultures, their words, not mine. They'll serve Dungeons and Dragons apps, a Hobbit supper, and a Finish Him dessert. You can also go on a number of tours. This weekend there's an Omaha culinary tour that visits pastry shops and chocolate shops, a brew bus tour that's 4 hours long, and you'll visit 3 different breweries. And finally, something that you can do any day of the week, go on one of those painting and wine classes. You don't have to be 21 to paint, but you do to drink.
They are really holiday themed right now, so you can paint holiday pictures. You do not have to be a good artist to participate, and it's really fun because you can make fun of your sister-in-law who might be in town, or your brother-in-law, or your aunts or uncles, and you can say, hey, look at mine, mine's worse than yours, or yours is worse than mine. It's really fun and engaging.
And if your in-laws just seem to hate fun and none of that interests them, no worries. Head over to Visit Omaha, and they have this handy-dandy interactive board that will help your guests find anything they could want to do. So Dave Cerise, if people want to do those traditional things, definitely fine to do, always fun. But if you want something a little quirkier, these are definitely going to hit the spot. And you may even find you want to do them with your in-laws.
How about that?
There are a lot of good ideas
It can
there.
be good. There are a lot of great ideas.
I like the food options, the beverage options, as if we need more of that.
Yeah.
Learned a few things myself too about the city. I mean, the culinary tours, didn't even know that was a thing.
Omaha has so much to offer.
Yeah, good information.
Thanks,
Jenna
Jenna.
James reporting. We appreciate it, Jenna.
Weather-wise today, and if people are coming out of town, if they're coming from warmer climates, probably not going to like it. There's a few flurries out there right now. Those are dissipating. They're out of here in the next couple of hours. They're not a huge issue. Just some festive snowflakes. We're down to 33 now. We'll keep falling as we head towards 9. So air temperatures in the 30s and clouds and really strong west wind. We have wind chills in the 20s most of the day. Keep that in mind.
Our roadways, for the most part, cooperating this morning. We have a couple of trouble spots you'll want to avoid. Here at 144th and Larimore, the traffic lights are twisted, so they are working, but they're a little bit difficult to see. That's just south of Fort Street. And then also taking a look out at I-80-680 this morning. No problems here on the interstate system. We are watching an accident. Should be in the cleanup stages right at 14th and Douglas downtown.
All right, Jordan, thanks so much. Well, before we leave you this morning, a story out of Minnesota has us smiling this morning.
Angela Ramey won a school fundraiser by raising the most money for Kids Against Hunger. But in order to claim her prize, she had to make a half-court shot in the gym. Called in to help, her mom. That is awesome. She got the bounce.
All that celebration because Mom just won Angela a half-year tuition.
Woo! Needless to say, they were thrilled.
Goodness. That is great.
See this again.
You're thinking, oh, now I missed
Oh,
it.
my gosh.
Oh, it counts.
There are no rules that say
good.
it can't bounce.
Very
That's
cool.
amazing. Hey, always call Mom, right? Coming up on the Today Show, teaming up against Trump, the front runner under fire at last night's debate in Las Vegas.
Who are the night's winners and losers? They're going to break it all down coming up next on Today.
All right, that's going to wrap up Daybreak for us this morning.
See you back here at 7:26. Have a great day.